color commentary for tonight's game, which Kristen tells me is a play-in for the playoffs in single A football.
It's a very important game here for the Trion Bulldogs. It's their last chance to really show off and try to get in the playoffs. They're fighting for it.
What's going on in the single A division here? This is Class 6A with two subdivisions, 6A-A and 6A-B. So this is the crossover match, the crossover game between Subdivision A Bulldogs and the Subdivision B Patriots. We got senior night activities going on here, and we're going to let you guys take a little look at this. sure got the fans fired up here, as if the football doesn't already have them fired up.
I tell you what, it feels great that it finally feels like fall out here. You know?
That's a good point, Christian. It's been record-breaking warm temperatures lately, so a nice little breeze in the air, nice little crisp fall temperatures here.
Yeah, I finally got to put my jacket out and wear it for the first time in a long time.
Your mother would be proud. Your mother would be proud. You dressed warm. Well, for those of you who were here last Friday night and saw a record-setting performance from the Bulldogs, it was absolutely an aerial, lighted-up show. And I think that the Bulldogs are pretty intent to continue that, but they're going to be faced with an adversary that likes to throw themselves. Mount Pisgah is known for airing the ball out a good bit on offense as well.
I'll go ahead and name out a few that are out there. We got number 14, Evan Walker. Number 15, Jamie Floyd. Number 25, Jake Wales. Number 34, Jordan Jennings. Number 46, Timmy Wood. Number 49, Henry Reynoso. Number 67, Matt McWhorter. And number 77, Wade Harris. And also number 58, Case Roach. And these guys, this is the last time they get to play out here on this field. And it looks like their fans may not give them a hard time out there. But it looks like the Bulldogs have won the toss and have elected to receive the first ball. We're seeing the captains run out here to their run-out poster, getting ready for their last night here at Sam Armacane Stadium. It'll be an interesting game to see how hard these Bulldogs fight to have their spot in the playoffs this year.
That's right. Keep in mind here that the winner of this is in control of their own destiny. if you lose, you're going to need a few favors to get in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, last week it was the Jarrett Gill and Evan Walker show as they connected for a record-setting 200-plus yards passing. 266-yard mark set the single-game record for Trion.
That's an impressive record breaking, especially against the Gordon Lee Trojans.
Yeah,
that's quite incredible.
And GordonLee was here, fired up, ready to play, and
no doubt,
and brought their best. And Trion still was able to air it out. And for a Trion team that historically runs an Alabama-style ground and pound offense, watching them do a little aerial magic was pretty exciting for the home crowd here, and they're looking for that again.
I'm a little upset that I was not able to be here to see that. I mean, it just sounds so amazing. Just everything I heard about that game. It was just so incredible. And it'd just be so sad not to see this team go to the playoffs. And that's what this game's all about, is trying to get in those playoffs. It looks like Mount Pisgah is about to kick off the ball here for the last game for the seniors. It must be an emotional night for them and their family.
All right, nice deep kick back into the end zone. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to set up at their own 20. We'll take this minute just to thank you guys for joining us. You're here on our live broadcast of the Bulldogs and Patriots. We're here courtesy of All On Georgia, internet-based statewide news and sports agency. You can find at chattooga.allongeorgia.com. Nice big run right up the middle from Blevins there.
And that's that run game you were talking about earlier. How that's their biggest strong suit right there, is running it.
Absolutely. A solid 13-yard gain right up the gut. That's going to soften up these Patriots.
Number 7, Jarrett Pierce, doesn't seem to get much gain on the play there.
Yeah, nice little pitch out to the outside there, but the Patriots were set up and ready for that. They kind of followed him to the side. Looks like they're going to give him a good 2-yard gain on it.
Yeah. Second down and 8.
Now the Patriots got a little bit of size up front there. Number 64, number 8, both pretty solid guys. Nice pass right out to Evan Walker. There he is. He tries to make a little cutback. He's going to get at least 6 yards there, and he'll be really close to the first down.
Sweet little pass out there to Walker.
Nice out route. Lets Walker use his height to kind of position himself in between the ball and the corner and make sure that there's no turnovers there, even if he were to drop the ball.
Great run right there.
Back to the middle.
Looks like Logan Blevins, number 33, with the carry. Bringing it to first down at the 49th yard line.
Great job there. Tackle made by number 8, Connor Purcell, but it looked more like he was on the receiving end of that hit.
Yeah, he did. Gill hands it off to number 8, Tanner Rayleigh.
Yeah, they did not buy that at all.
No.
Big number 54, Noah West, read that the entire way. He was in the backfield, and that's going to be a big loss.
Brings it 2nd and 15. 16. Yeah. Getting ready to pass. Throws it deep to number 7.
Wide open.
Jarrett Pierce, wide open. What a beautiful pass. That was a wonderful play right there. Pierce with a touchdown. Wow.
On 2nd and 15, Pierce hauls in this 55-yard touchdown pass.
Oh, yeah. Brought the fans to their feet up here. That was an exciting play right there. Number 74, Elder Morales, is kicking the ball, and it's good.
And there we go. Just like that, the Bulldogs aerial attack is back.
Took the game to 7-0 behind Bulldogs.
Tell you what, Coach Justin Brown has really got to be pleased with that drive. He had solid off-the-run penetration, good passes. Gill went 2 for 2 on that. Over 60 yards passing right here on the first drive.
Number 5, Jarrett Gill's doing a wonderful job of getting that ball in the air and just putting it right in his receiver's hands.
And Pierce just had no one around him. He completely put a move on that corner and the safety, and he left him. He was 15 yards out behind him, and it was a perfectly placed pass and a great touchdown. Here we are.
Yeah, after that drive, I could imagine how this game's going to go. It's going to be all aerial almost, it seems like. We'll see.
8:54 left in the first quarter.
Oh.
Bulldogs already leading 7-0, and
looked like a fumble on the play, but I believe the officials called it down before the fumble.
Yeah, a little squib kick there. Going to leave the Patriots for their first offensive possession at their own. Yeah, looks like they're out about the 37, ready to set up shop. Number 5, Jacob Sendoya, quarterback. He's looking to do a little damage himself. He pulls it in for a pass right away. And he's going to hit Trey Murphy in the flats. A little tailback rollout. Picked up about 3 on the play.
Stopped by Jarrett Pierce, number 7.
Yeah, they're going to give him 5 yards on that. Nice opening play for the Patriots.
Another pass here. Not seeming to find
Sendoya
anybody.
scrambling.
Trouble.
Pick.
Oh,
wow.
That's almost received by Evan Walker, number 14, almost received.
Yeah, it looked like J.J. Jennings got in there too. Anyway, that one was almost picked off. But it's going to give the Patriots another chance. 3rd and 5 here at their own 42-yard line.
And it's starting to look like we're going to see that ball in the air all night tonight, but from both teams. So far, at least.
We got Wells showing blitz from the linebacker spot, and the Patriots kind of audible out. It's quarterback keeper. He brought it in, ducked his head, and picked up about 3.
Stopped by Logan Blevins, number 33.
Yeah. Blevins stood him up about a yard too short of the first down, so that's going to be 4th and short for Mount Pisgah. punt situation. Oh, there it is. Wide open in the flats. Very nice play by Mount Pisgah. Number 22, David Woodward, breaks free down the side all the way to the Bulldog 32-yard line. Huge play and a very interesting look on fourth down for Mount Pisgah there. I could tell the Bulldog defense wasn't sure exactly what they were looking at.
Yeah, it looked like they were a little confused out there before the ball even got out. Pisgah did a great job of getting that ball to the quarterback fast enough for the Trion defense to figure out what was going on.
Sandoy keeps the tucks it.
Oh.
Pulls it in all the way down to the 26.
Stop was made by Pearson Blevins. Great teamwork on the Bulldog defense.
Second and a long 6 for Mount Pisgah. Nice little out route there.
And it looks like
that's going to be a touchdown.
Touchdown Patriots by number 9. Bulldog defense gonna have to kick it up a notch. That's second play they've kind of let their receivers get on through there. Number 15, Peyton Broadus is kicking. Oh, no,
that's
he's not.
He tucked it in. He wrapped up.
Looks like stop from 73.
And
Nick McGee. 73 with a great stop.
Absolutely. Nick McGee has earned Player of the Week honors before from the defensive side of the ball, and he's absolutely a go-getter. His motor is wide open, and it paid off for the Bulldogs that time. Instead of being down by 1, they're still leading 7-6.
Number 8, Taylor Raylan, and number 7, Jarrett Pierce in the back to catch the ball. Looks like number 8.
Rayleigh found a crease there. Great run back all the way out to the Bulldog 44-yard line.
That was Bulldogs get ready for their second drive here at Sam R. McCain Stadium.
Logan Blevins, like a freight train up the middle.
Brings the ball to the 44th yard line.
Absolutely. 2 plays, and the Bulldogs are back across the center line into Patriot territory. Blevins demonstrating that the up-the-middle run is going to be there all night.
Eric Hill's going to hand it back off.
Pierce breaks down about a 3-yard gain, 4-yard gain to the 40. These little short runs like this, they're definitely going to set it up for Gill here in a minute to air it out. He's sucking that defense up to the line of scrimmage, getting them in tight.
I'm excited to see Gill throw back up in the air. I mean, that was a very exciting play that we saw in the first drive.
You got Wells in motion. There's the handoff to Blevins again, right up the middle. Just a steady 2-3 yard gain there again. keeping that defense tight.
Yeah. Looks like Mount Pisgah defense is going to keep it pretty tight whenever we run the ball now. I think they know that we're a running team.
Here's a no back set. We got one receiver split wide right. Pierce in motion. And there's the handoff to Pierce. Breaks around. Great blocking out to the right. Beautiful executed play there. Went three to the right, stacked in tight, and they opened up a nice hole for Pierce. First down, Bulldogs.
That puts the ball right there on the 25th yard line. I believe Mount Pisgah is going to make their 2-hour drive up here well worth it, because they seem to be putting up a pretty good game so far.
Here we are, first and 10 at the 25.
We got about 4:40 left in the first
Another
quarter.
handoff to Pierce, up the middle. Wrapped up pretty quick, but he drugged number 13 linebacker John Eric Alford for another 2 or 3 yards. They're going to give him forward progress at the 20-yard line. About a 6-yard gain.
We got 2nd and 4 with 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter here at Sam R. McCain Stadium. Looks like Gill's getting ready to pass the ball here, and he is.
Yep. Hits Pierce in motion. Down to about the 11-yard line.
Number 13, Alford, with the stop there. And that's going to be enough for a first down for the Bulldogs. Got 1st and 10 on the 11th yard line.
Clock's down to about 3 minutes, 35 seconds here in the first quarter. Bulldogs leading at 7-6. Jarrett Gill back under center. Empty backfield. Wells in motion. The double handoff, double reverse. But Pierce ended up with it, but only made it to about the 9.
About a yard gain right there from Jarrett Pierce. Got 2nd and 9 or 8 left here. 2nd and 8 looks like.
Yep. He hits Jake Wells in the flats. Jake keeps his feet after getting hit inside the 5-yard line. That's going to give us a 3rd and short.
Wells cutting through the defense, finding an opening there. Bulldogs coming up to the line. Looks like a little trouble.
Yeah,
out there on
we
the
got a
field.
little tie up there in the center of the field. Good Christian school there, Mount Pisgah. Fourth and 1.
At the 2nd yard line here.
That's right. Evan Walker's bringing the play into Gill. And I'm thinking something heavy package coming up here. What do you think, Christian?
I believe so. I believe we're going to see a little bit of what we just saw.
Oh, this is interesting though with the
Oh.
with the height of Evan Walker. He split wide right.
That's going to be enough to get him in there. Number 7, Jarrett Pierce. Got another touchdown for the Bulldogs, bringing it 13-6. That was a great run by Jared Pierce right there, taking it in for the Bulldog touchdown.
All right, good job there. Bulldogs up 13-6, going for the PAT kick, and it's good. There you go. It's 14-6 lead here with a minute remaining in the first quarter. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here for station identification, as the Bulldogs are leading with a minute to go in the first quarter, 14-6.
Looks like number 10, Alden. I don't even want to attempt that last name.
That's Alden Pascucci. Good Italian name. They got those down there in Johns Creek.
Yeah.
Home of Mount Pisgah Patriots private Christian school. Up here in Chattooga County, you don't see many of those Italians.
Ball intended for number 7, Trey Murphy. Pass incomplete. Gonna bring it 2nd and 10 for St. Pisgah.
Sendoya back for another pass there.
Another incomplete pass for Mount Pisgah. Got 3rd down and 12.
I think Mount Pisgah got a little bit lucky there. Their pass in the flat ended up being a little behind the line of scrimmage and was ruled a reverse lateral and lost 2 yards in the play.
Yeah.
That could have been ugly if somebody else picked it up. There's the handoff. Number 9 again.
Number 9, Williams, with the...
Swallowed up by Blevins in the backfield. Here we go, 4th and 12. We're going to see what the Patriots do here. Are they just going to punt it away or try something tricky? Sendoya, the quarterback slash punter.
It doesn't look like they're going to punt the ball. Trion doesn't have a receiver back in the backfield. They're going to go for it.
Here it is. Nope, that is a pooch punt. Very well played. Look at that big Patriot bounce all the way inside the 20 down to about the Bulldogs' 17-yard line. We are about 18 seconds from the start of the second quarter. And here the Bulldogs have had 2 drives in the opening quarter. Both drives solid, more than 6 plays, good passing, good running mix-ups. Both drives resulting in touchdowns. So we're going to see what they do here. Right off the Blevins up the middle.
Looks like he's going to pick up 2 yards. Going to be 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line for the Bulldogs.
There's the whistle. All right, we're going to take another quick break here and flip the field and start the second quarter. What a freaking catch.
Wow, and that was amazing.
We just had a call in from Lanny Thomas.
And that's when those famous home runs. Justin Brown comes around after a turnover. He loves to just go all out and just go for that home run. That was a great play.
That was quite a catch from Jarrett Pierce. Well placed from Gill, right over the shoulder. Pierce hauled it in. Oh, and the PAT is blocked. Well, if we had replay, we would be showing you in super slow motion here. The pass went out to about the 50-yard line, and Pierce caught it right over the shoulder, hauled it in, and really just tore down the sidelines for a 80-yard touchdown pass.
And I mean, that was a perfect pass from Gill too. I mean, he just floated it perfectly right in his hands. I mean, he couldn't have delivered that package any better.
Well, with those 2 big touchdown passes, that puts Gill already at over 150 yards passing in the first half alone with 2 touchdowns.
Put the score at 20-6 with the Bulldogs up here in the third quarter with just 11:48 left in the third. Stop was made by number 10, Hagan Willingham. Patriots will take the ball at 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. perfectly to number 9 out there.
Well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Jacobson Doya returns the favor with an 80-yard touchdown pass of his own.
Yeah. Looks like the official throw a penalty flag out on the play. Got a legal substitution against Mount Pisgah. Sorry. Too many people out on the field, it looks like. So now Mount Pisgah's going to take the 5-yard penalty here and try again. And it looks like the kick's good. That puts Mount Pisgah at 13, Bulldogs 20 here at the in the second quarter, my bad. Second quarter with 11 minutes left to go in the game, in the second quarter.
For those of you watching at home, Pepperell is up early on Chattooga, 7-0, but Chattooga tied it up. It's now 7-7. Out there in Lindale, Georgia, where they're kicking off the second quarter as well. Little long, low line drive kick. Landed inside the 5, and in high school football, if that ball crosses into the end zone, it is automatically a touchback. So they're going to bring it out, and Trion's going to set up 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Logan Blevins with the carry. He gained about 3 yards on that play.
Again, the Justin Brown's got the Bulldog offense set into a nice little pattern here. Pound in the middle early, keeping the Patriot defense uptight, and then striking when the iron's hot. In high school football, seldom do you have a quarterback with a big, strong arm like both of these teams have. So it really tests the corners and safeties of the defenses. Blevins picking through the defense there. Oh, that's J.J. Jennings, number 34 there. His first run of the night looked pretty strong.
Looks like he ran good enough to get a first down.
Getting your seniors some good running time in there. Here comes Evan Walker with the play.
Logan Blevins carrying it up the middle again. Gain of 2 yards on the play.
Yep, he was met right at the goal line, but he pushed for a good 2-yard gain on that one. There we go. Rayleigh was in motion. Looks like they got the Patriots to jump off sides. Yep. 5-yard penalty. There we go. Both teams have played pretty disciplined football up until this point. We're going to see if we got any call-in words of wisdom from Lanny Thomas, who's recuperating from surgery. So we all wish him well from Allen, Georgia, and all the Trion fans here. Looks like as the Bulldogs pick up another first out to their own 45-yard line. Lanny Thomas was supposed to be here with us here today, so you wouldn't have to deal with me. Him and his son Christian were going to be the Trion announcers, but he had a little bit of knee surgery, so we don't want him limping around. However, watching online, he did call in that after a turnover of possession, Coach Justin Brown often likes to go for the quick strike, and that was exactly what happened. The very next play was a 80-yard strike. I guess they're a little sloppy on both sides of the ball. Offsides on the defense, now delay a game on the offense. Going into the playoffs, you don't like to see very many discipline penalties, but these are high school guys, and it happens. Gill's under center. He puts Rayleigh in motion. There's the handoff. Rayleigh gets hit in the backfield but bounces out. He's to the 45 and pushed out of bounds about the 46-yard line for about a 6-yard gain on that.
Yeah, 6-yard gain and brings the ball trying. Second down and 7.
We got Evan Walker split wide left. Blevins in the backfield. He's dropping back. There's the pass. He found Walker just across the 50-yard line. He's going to set him up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, it looked like the ball was intended for J.J. Jennings, but slipped through his hands and went straight to Evan Walker. Going to bring it 3rd down and 1 for the Bulldogs. Justin Brown out there on the field giving the play call to Ferret Gill.
Looks like we got Rayleigh in the slot to the right. Walker split wide right, and it's going to be the keeper. Gill tucks it, and he really rumbles. Got a big push from his guards and his center. He's got the Bulldog first down.
Bulldogs going to get 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line with 8 minutes left in the second quarter here.
And I can tell you, Coach Brown is probably not going to be satisfied with that 7-point lead going into halftime. He definitely wants to tack something onto that. And there is Blevins. Oh, he just pounded up the middle. 9-yard gain on 1st down.
Blevins doing a great job tonight of just carrying it through the middle right there with all that going on.
1st down, Bulldogs.
Hands it off to Blevins again. Blevins carrying it up the middle. Looks like he gets about a 5-yard gain on it, on the ball.
All right, the clock is ticking down to the 7-minute mark here in the first half. Gill under under center. Lone setback Blevins behind him. Walker split out wide left. He's looking for Walker. He pump fakes. He's got him deep. There it is. Touchdown Bulldogs.
Evan Walker with a catch. What a beautiful catch. And we got to mention the offensive line doing a good job of blocking the backs and giving Gill plenty of time to pass the ball. They're doing a wonderful job out here tonight.
There we go. It's going to put it up 26-13 here. Morales looking to tack on the PAT, and he slips it just in the right side, the right upright, and that's going to be a 27-13 lead here with 6.5 minutes to go. All right, there's the kickoff. A little squibber. Went down to about the 30 and went out. That's illegal procedure on the kicking team. So the Patriots will be setting up at their own 35-yard line. Well, Christian, what we've seen here is when the Bulldogs like to strike deep, the Patriots like to come back and attempt the same thing. So I guarantee you the Bulldogs secondary is going to be looking for some deep passes here.
Yeah.
Or let's hope they are.
But it was Steve Gladney, our secondary coach. He's not too happy with that last drive that they had.
Special teams coach out there giving a few words of wisdom to Morales. Let's see if they go with the deep kick or a squib kick here. Rather than taking the ball on the 35, the Patriots elected to force the Bulldogs to re-kick. Another squib. Fielded at the 40. Looks like number 10, Alden Pascucci, rumbles out to about the 43-yard lines. So what the secondary, well, what we hope they do here, if I was Lanny Thomas, I would say that we better make some adjustments in the secondary and our corners and safeties not let those receivers slip behind us. Pierce and Walker, and they're looking for it, and there's the shot to the tight end. Double hit from Pierce and Walker. He still makes the catch. Number 22, David Woodward, made the catch, took two big shots, and made it inside the 30-yard line of the Bulldogs down to the 29. And that's at 6.5 minutes to go. Definitely not what we wanted to happen. Lanny Thomas, you should have been on the sidelines doing a little coaching there. Another pass out to number 9 in the flats. He's hitting the backfield. Escapes number 4, Cole Phillips, and picks up 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, the Trion Bulldogs, I'm sure they're going to go in here at the half and get some strong words about their defense and hopefully change it up a bit.
Well, there's still a lot of ball left to be played here in the first half. Oh, we tried to get him to jump. He sees his blitz. Number 5, Sendoya, really feeling out the Bulldog defense here, looking to the sideline for his play. He just made some adjustments, and he's going to roll out to the left. He's looking, and he's got number 22 wide open in the flats. There it is. He made the catch for about a 12-yard gain down inside the 15-yard line.
Evan Walker trying to get a hold of that ball before he got it. but not good enough. It's going to put first and 10 for Mount Pisgah. And it looks like a 17th-yard line.
Sedoya's in the shotgun. He's going to give the handoff in the backfield. Nice tackle.
I believe that was their first run play of the game.
Is that 34, J.J. Jennings?
Pass incomplete. Did it for Williams. Cole Phillips there to help take care of the ball and not get it in the hands of Williams. Got 3rd and 10 here. Fumble on the play, but it looks like it goes out of bounds. Ball will be spotted at the 1-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal for Mount Pisgah. Looks like the defensive line holds them. Braxton Pierce stopping the ball before it crosses the line. Mount Pisgah going to try it again, 2nd and goal.
Nice rollout. Number 6. Oh, he slips and falls at the 1-yard line, but they're going to call that a touchdown. Interesting call.
Touchdown for the Patriots. Ball is good. Patriots go up 20-27 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter here at Sam R. McCain Stadium.
And there's the kickoff. We're going to see what happens here.
Pierce gets the ball.
Took a couple shots, but he did make it out to about the 28, 29-yard line. So with 4 minutes and 13 seconds to go, we'll see what the Bulldogs can do here.
I believe we're going to see a lot of misdirection plays on this drive from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I would think that the Bulldogs would like to be able to control the ball a little bit more here, control the clock. And there's Blevins, the clock controller himself. guess that Coach Brown here would sure like to keep the ball on the ground, run it, control the clock. And there is Jake Wells helping him do that.
Wow.
Wells just broke out. He's down inside the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs.
And that
65.
is enough to get the Trion fans on their feet.
65-yard touchdown run by Jake Wells. .65-yard touchdown run by the senior, number 25, Jake Wells. And there's the kick from Morales, and it's good.
That's going to be Bulldogs with 34, with the Patriots got 20. And there's 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second quarter here at Sam R. McCain Stadium in Trion, Georgia.
Go. Morales set the kick, and he's going to put one deep this time. Nice kick inside the 10-yard line. Fielded at the 5. Number 22, Woodward, looking for an opening. He's hit by Cole Phillips and slammed down on the 4-yard line.
Tony Benny with a catch. Could not carry it far.
Looks like the line judge is going to give him forward progress where he was met, and that'll be 1st and 10 at the 9. We got 91 yards to go.
Yeah, if the Bulldogs want to make a statement here before they go in the half, they're going to need a 3 and out to get the ball back and get another opportunity to score before the half.
Agreed.
So now's the perfect opportunity to make that statement.
Pass to the flats, and there's J.J. Jennings wrapping him up. A loss of about 2 on that play. Fake the handoff. Sendoya takes it up the middle. He's hit, breaks 3 tackles, still on his feet, all the way out to the 25-yard line.
Doesn't look like secondary coach Steve Gladney's too happy with that.
Clock is ticking down. Official winds it, and they take the snap immediately as soon as the clock starts. Woodward bounces around the outside, another 9-yard pass, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. 2:32. Line judge is going to spot that ball just outside the 35-yard line. They're going to measure. Sendoya's looking to pass. Oh, he's got number 9 wide open again. Overthrew him, or that could have been ugly.
Looks like the defense finally was able to put a little bit of pressure on Sendoya. Looks like the Patriots offensive line is manhandling our defensive line out here. I guess we aren't applying enough pressure.
Yeah, they definitely got
It
the
looks
size
like
of them.
that play right there.
There's the fake
Finally
handoff.
did that.
Slips out for another Patriot first down.
That's going to be a personal foul against the Bulldogs face mask. Going to be enough for a Patriot first down.
Two minutes, 15 seconds to go. Sendoya's shotgun fakes the handoff. He's looking for the pass. Got a man open, but he tucks it. Wide open deep. It's number 22.
Hagen Willingham.
Let me tell you, Hagen Willingham just saved the touchdown. Hagen Willingham reached out and slapped that ball down and absolutely saved the Patriot touchdown right there. More importantly, he finally forces a 2nd and 10 here. A long second down.
Finally picking up their game a little bit for the half here.
Shotgun for Sendoya. Number 9 in motion. There's the handoff. Number 9 wide open. The entire Bulldog defense had drifted back into pass coverage. Easy first down. 11-yard pickup around the left side. That's going to stop the clock at 1:59 as they move the flags. Clock's wound up. Kicking down.
Bulldogs really need to get a stop here for the half.
And another handoff. This time he's met immediately. Ball on the ground, but it does look like the Patriots recovered. Trey Murphy took the handoff and squirted right up in the middle. Logan Blevins rocked him, forced the ball to squirt out, and it was fortunately recovered by the center for the Patriots. He's rolling out to his right, looking for a receiver. He's directing his receivers around, found a man open. And Jarrett Pierce. Jarrett Pierce just got what the Bulldogs needed, and that is the first turnover of the game.
Sendoya doesn't look too happy about
That
that.
is a very difficult pass to make, running to the right, throwing back across the body to the left side of the field, or to the center of the field. And he directed his man, but Jarrett Pierce watched that direction and was right there when the pass came down and for the interception.
Now let's see what Coach Brown will have his sleeve on this one, as he likes to go for those home runs after the turnover. With a minute and 10 seconds left in the second quarter,
But
Bulldogs got a long way to carry
the
ball on
the
the
Bulldogs
try and score before the second half.
Bulldogs are set up at their own 4-yard line, so he may just try to get a little breathing room here. And there it is, breathing room in the form of Logan Blevins rumbling out to the 26-yard line.
That was enough to give them plenty of breathing room. And Coach Brown calls a timeout.
Smart play. 1:03 on the clock. Bulldogs and Patriots have been swapping scores since the beginning of the game, and this was the chance for the Bulldogs to break that pattern. They're sitting on a 14-point lead here, and rather than surrender it and allow the Patriots to close within 7 before the half, the turnover allows the Bulldogs not only to hold their 14-point lead, but there's a shot here with a minute and 3 seconds left to get down and score again and go up even more.
All night trying to been feeding the beast and Blevins. He's been making great runs here. And I'm excited to see what Trion has in store for us here.
Yeah, this has really been a three-headed monster rushing the football between Wells, Blevins, and Pierce. And there is the arm of Gill. Overthrew his open target. Evan Walker on a deep post route. Number 14, Chase Grand, knew at that moment he was beat. 58 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 from their 27-yard line. Austin Sutherland now split wide left. Blevins the lone tailback. In the flats. Jake Wells jumps and pulls it in, but slips on the turf there. Takes it down at the 30-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
And Coach Brown's going to call another timeout here. 48 seconds left to go in the first half. Bulldogs going to come out here and try to make a statement before they go into the half. Wonderful opportunity.
Pierce rumbles, gets hit, drags number 54 all the way out to the 40-yard line, and that's going to be a Bulldog first down.
And they're hurrying it up. And they're going to get the ball off.
That's right. The first down will stop the clock until they reset.
Stop the clock at 39 seconds left in the first half.
The first down had forced the clock to stop. They didn't really need to spike the ball there if they had another play called. At any rate, he got the spike off, and it is 2nd and 10. 39 seconds to go. And the Bulldogs are at their own 39. No backs in the backfield. Evan Walker split wide left. Looking deep. He's got his man open. Again, overthrow the wide open receiver there. Walker had about 3 steps on the corner, and Gill couldn't quite hook up. There's a lot of adrenaline pumping out there right now. This is your 2-minute warning. That's why you got to practice these things.
Third down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
And if you notice the Patriot defense here, they're really giving them some cushion, playing a little back. Linebackers are a solid 5 yards deep. Now they're moving up. We got J.J. Jennings in motion out to the flat. He's open, but does he see him? Nice one-handed snag by Jarrett Pierce. Jarrett Pierce just broke free. He's streaking down inside the 20. He's got a man closing to the 5. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
A lot of pressure coming from the Patriots line. he's gonna let this one. He's gonna remember this one for the rest of his life, no doubt. And the kick is good. Brings it Bulldogs 40, the Patriots 20. No, sorry, Bulldogs 41.
That's
Patriots
right.
20.
41-20, and that is the third touchdown pass of the first half. And already, Gill is over 200 yards passing again.
Bulldogs definitely making a statement here before they go in the half.
With 20 seconds to go here, the Bulldogs leading 41-20, and a score update from Pepperell. Pepperell leading Chattooga at halftime, 14-10. Nice kick, big hit.
Big hit by Rayleigh.
Tanner Rayleigh just delivered a devastating blow. Number 9 went down hard in zone 26. It's going to be 16 seconds to go. We'll see what the Patriots have in store. I guarantee you, Pearson, Evan Walker better be ready in the Bulldog backfield. Quarterback keeper, Sendoya, puts a little move on. Breaks it out to the 45-yard line and gets his helmet ripped off. That's going to be trouble.
A lot of Trion fans upset. Flag.
And Sendoya is going to the sideline. Going to have to come out for a play with the helmet off unless they call it face mask. But the personal foul is going to tack 15 on the end of that run. It's going to turn that into a 40-yard play. That is going to hurt. 8 seconds.
They do call a face mask, so Sendoya does get to come in. But it looks like the Patriots going to call a timeout here with 8 seconds left in the first half.
8 seconds to go. Bulldog defense trying to hold fast. Sitting on a 21-point lead here and not wanting to give an inch. We'll see what Justin Brown has to say to his boys down there. Meanwhile, at Pepperell, junior C.J. Martin brought the Indians to within 4 with a 46-yard field goal in the second quarter. It's been a while since one of these teams from our county had a kicking game. So a 46-yard field goal is something to turn the head of the college scouts there.
Patriots will come out here first and 10 from the Bulldogs' 40th-yard line because of a face mask penalty.
We'll see what the Bulldog defense has to say about this last 8 seconds here. First and 10 at the Bulldogs 40. Sendoya's in the shotgun. One wing back to the left. He's got number 9 in motion, wide open to the left. And there's the pass. Deep. Number 22, Woodward, wide open. Is the jump ball. Tip out of the way. Evan Walker on the play.
And that's going to be the end of the first half for you. Bulldogs up 41-20. And I believe the Bulldogs will get the ball when we come back.
Outstanding job here, and hats off to the Trion administration and coaching staff here on senior night at Sam R. McCain Stadium, and thanks to Casey Bryant news director and sport director for All on Georgia, the online statewide news agency bringing you the Bulldog football here on Friday night.
miss them so much and treasure all of the wonderful memories we have made as a band family. Your legacy will live on here at Trion. May God bless you and good luck. Let me introduce these fine folks to you. Starting on my left, this is Madison Langston. This is Emily Kaufman. Chelsea Holland. The infamous Billy Woods. Max Applebaum. Sydney Gilly. Jeremy Sheely. And last but not least, Trey Westbrook. Let's hear it for all these fine folks, and the show will continue. Thank you. This next piece is called Fly Me to the Moon by Frank Sinatra. Here we go. Let's hear it for the Pride of Trion Marching Bulldog Band. tribute to their friend, their senior, Trey Westbrook, and Billy Woods. hear it for our front ensemble. Thank you to our seniors, Trey Westbrook and Billy Woods. Enjoy the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's pot of gold winner is Christy Williams. Christy Williams, if you'll meet a band member at the snack shack behind the home bleachers, you can pick up your winnings. Get scores from around the area. North Murray leads Adair 14-7 at the half. Rome's beating Woodland 42-0. At the half, Pepperell leads Chattooga 14-10. It's Model over Rockport at the half 14-13. At the half, Calhoun's beating LFO 48-0. Late in the second quarter, Cartersville leads Troup County 49-0. It's Heritage 21, Pickens 14. Fenton and Gilmer are tied at 7 in the second quarter. Ringgold and Sonoraville are tied 14-14 in the second quarter. Dade leads Armurchie 27-7. It's Mount Perrin Christian 17, Darlington 8 at the half. Walker and Gordley are scoreless in the first quarter. Ridgeland leads Southeast Whitfield 35-6. That's a halftime score. Alatoona is beating Dalton 9-7. Those scores are being provided by the Score Stream app.
We're back here at Trion. We're back at Sam R. McCain Stadium, Clarence Blevins Field. Bulldogs going to kick the ball. Patriots going to receive. Stop made by Blevins from the Bulldogs. Patriots going to have the ball at at their 49th yard line. Let's see if the defense needs to dial up a linebacker blitz to put pressure on the quarterback this half. That's how we got the interception the last half.
It's like right away Sandoya keeps the ball from the shotgun and pushes up for a solid 7-yard gain.
I'm sure Coach Brown had a few words about wrapping up for the defense. They haven't been wrapping up, and it's been causing them trouble.
Absolutely.
I wonder. We see more of that.
And there they go again. Nice little pass to the outside for the Patriots, and that's going to be a Patriot first down inside the Bulldog 45. Well, so what did Professor Lamar have to tell us about the halftime adjustments? Even heavily induced with pain medications, I'm sure he's still ready to coach here and offer some words of wisdom. Once we get him in the booth, it's going to be nice, and looking forward to next season, at least 3 games broadcast here. There's Sandoya rolling out. Nice open field tackle from Bulldog corner Evan Walker there, it looks like. That was Willingham. Good tackle over there. Yeah, so we're looking at 3 games to be broadcast from Sam McCain Stadium next season. And we'll have the legendary Lanny Thomas in the booth here. Nice little quarterback keeper from the shotgun, and another first down.
Bulldogs need to get a stop here, put a little bit more pressure on the Patriots. Here's they fight for a chance in the playoffs. Patriots being on the road and down, they're going to start making some mistakes as long as the Bulldogs defensive line puts some pressure on that quarterback. Second down and 10 for the Patriots.
Yeah, when you're working with one half of football to play and nursing trailing by 3 touchdowns, that's definitely going to cause some anxiety in the offense and some desperation.
There's that pressure I was talking about earlier that the Bulldogs need to put on that quarterback.
Another big hit over there by Jarrett Gill. The receiver caught the ball in about a 5-yard gain, but Gill hit him and stopped him immediately. Another pass to the outside. Oh, and it's going to hit the ground.
Intended for Williams, but incomplete. Patriots going to be 4th and 5. They've been going for it all night. I believe they just might go for it again.
Well, they're definitely in 4-down territory here. They don't have the kicking game for a field goal, and there's no sense in punting. So my guess is he's going to keep it. Nope, there's the pass out to Woodward. And Woodward just made a move, picked up the first down, and stepped out of bounds at about the Bulldogs 7.
Not what Coach Brown was expecting, doesn't seem like. Bulldogs are going to have to put some pressure on that quarterback and get him starting to make some mistakes. Looked like they were doing a good job of it until just now. Quarterback keeps the ball. It looks like he makes it through, and he's going to score a touchdown for
that's it.
Mount Pisgah.
Touchdown, Patriots.
That's going to bring the score up to 26-41. Bulldogs still in the lead. Here in the third quarter with 9 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in the game.
Lining
Looks
up for
like
the kick.
The Patriots going to kick the ball.
And he punched that one right through.
Broadus puts the ball right through the poles. We got 9:40 left to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs are up 41-27 as they fight for their spot in the playoffs.
All right, we got Pierce deep to receive. And it is a deep kick down to about the 20-yard line. Fielded by Rayleigh. Rayleigh just found a hole, and it's a big one. Only the kicker to beat.
Rayleigh takes the return all the way to Patriot territory, just inside the 40-yard line.
This is definitely turning into a high-scoring affair here, Christian. 27-41. Bulldogs are up here early in the third quarter, and Justin Brown is not wanting to take his foot off the gas pedal. It is going to be hammered down and definitely looking to add more points. And at the rate the Patriots are scoring, the Bulldogs need to answer. The Bulldogs need to score every drive.
Some offensive adjustments that Coach Brown probably would have went over in the locker room here at the half. Even though that we're in the lead, we should pick up a little bit of pace and probably just keep feeding the ball to Blevins. Just keep feeding the beast, right? Then let him run some sprint sweeps to the sideline and throw less. Get that clock keep running.
And there's Blevins again. Looks like he got about 4 more on that carry.
It's going to make it 3rd and 2 for the Bulldogs.
Gill under center. Blevins in the backfield. And there's the handoff to Blevins. Blevins is hit 3 times in the backfield, never goes down. A little more pushing and shoving up front. Blevins does not like that at all.
Officials going to take a timeout and talk a little bit here.
I believe they're going to talk to the coaches here, or the team captains.
Yeah, I believe so.
They're going to try to nip this in the bud.
They're doing a great job not throwing any personal penalties yet.
Yeah, here it is right here. The refs are talking to the white hats out there, the head referee, letting these guys know that passion in the game is acceptable. Playing beyond the whistle is not. Fourth and about 3.5 yards there, and it looks like Walker's going to bring this play in. I'm guessing they keep it on the ground here to avoid stopping the clock. But the way Evan Walker's been catching, you never know. And there's the handoff to Pierce, your go-to guy in an emergency, and he just trucked poor number 1, Connor Norwood, and drug this guy 7 yards. That's going to be a Bulldog first down.
Touchdown Bulldogs.
Look like a few words exchanged between the two out there.
Yeah.
It's getting to be a pretty emotional game.
Even though these guys are in different sub-regions, there is no love lost here between the Patriots and the Bulldogs. Looks like Gill ran right out of his shoe on that play. He's going to have to come out for a little equipment, a little wardrobe malfunction there, if you will.
Yeah. Bulldogs got it 1st and 10 on
Here
the
we go.
Patriots 15-yard
We got
line.
Sutherland split wide left, and there's the handoff. Jake Wells, they're trying to strip him inside. He hangs on to it for picks up a couple.
Carries off left side. Gain of 3. Second down, 7.
Second down and 7 for the Bulldogs. Looks like the Bulldogs are trying to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible, running that clock down.
Yeah, not a bad play there, not a bad strategy there. And there's the handoff right up the middle. Logan Blevins has been trying to control the ball, but he was met by Jace Cowart right there, and he was stood up immediately. It's going to be 3rd and 5 here, just inside the 10.
Yeah, Blevins been doing really great this season. He's averaging over 6 to 7 yards per carry, and it's showing off in this game, definitely.
Let me just say that is great statistician work there, Christian. I'm impressed.
I can't take all the credit.
You know what? We never reveal our sources, man.
Looks like Coach Brown's going to call a timeout. Maybe a little confusion out there on the field. And it's 6 minutes and 7 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter here at Trion on Clarence Blevins Field.
All right. Thanks again to All on Georgia for this broadcast.
Now Bulldogs coming out of that timeout. If we're going to win this game and keep the lead, we got to keep scoring.
There's the handoff to Wells, Rayleigh. He's bouncing around the outside. Met immediately. And there's a little more pushing and shoving.
This is getting to be a very physical game now.
Picked up 2 on the play, though. 4th and 3 inside the 10.
And they're calling for a field goal. Looks like Trion's going to knock in a field goal. Not looking too good on this drive. And like I said, we got the lead. We won't keep it. We got to keep scoring out here.
Going for the field goal here, Morales. Nice kick. And it is good just inside the right upright. Nice little field goal there. Amounts to a 17-yard field goal and a 44-27 Bulldog lead.
Now the Bulldogs been Been kicking a lot of squibs. It looks like we may get another one here.
Yeah, the squib kit's really designed to keep the ball out of the speedy return men.
Yeah.
And there is a squib. I think he would have been smart to let that one go out. But number 10 picks it up. That is Pascucci. He just dodged a tackle. He's outside. He's out to the 45-yard line, nearly to midfield. We got some more personal fouls going. A lot of laundry down there on the field. Mount Pisgah feels like their defense had a little bit of a victory there by holding the Bulldogs to a field goal. But I think at the same time they're surprised that they were able to come away with points at all.
Yeah. And that penalty was a block in the back.
Against the Patriots, right?
Yes, against the Patriots, so that ball's going to move.
Going to back them up another 10 here.
Yeah.
Put it back on the 35. So, 1st and 10.
Patriots take over at the 35-yard line. We're hoping we see no passes and keep that clock running so we have that clock on our side.
I got a feeling the Mount Pisgah Patriots know that they need to score. They need to score often and they need to score quick.
And there's some of that
and there's
pressure.
A holding play right there.
Yeah.
Number 72. All in his business, Clay Baker.
Looks like holding on the Patriots.
Yeah, when it's thrown by that
even more.
When it's thrown by that back judge, it's almost always holding. He's there watching. He can spot those pretty quick.
That's coming from the Bulldog defense, finally putting some pressure on that quarterback. And Patriots being away up here on the road, they're going to start making some mistakes if we since they're down and the Bulldogs are applying that pressure.
All right, repeating 1st down here. 1st and 25 for the Patriots. You know this one's going to the air. He's rolling to his left, looking. He's got a crowd of receivers. He tucks it, then finds a man. Oh, about a 6-yard gain there. Back out to the 25.
Second down and 20 for the Patriots here on their 25-yard line.
I think the Patriots know here that clock is not their friend. Down inside the 5-minute mark in the 3rd quarter, they have got to score and get this to within striking range. Wide open over the middle. Oh, right through the hands of Woodward.
And that's thanks to J.J. Jennings putting that pressure right there on that quarterback, and you saw him make that mistake.
Absolutely.
He had to quickly throw that.
Yeah, because he had Woodward in the seam there wide open, and that would have been a big gain if not a touchdown right there. So nice pressure from the front. Jennings lined up at defensive end here, watching the man out in the flat. He's looking. He's going for the flat. He has blanketed his man. Number 7 goes away empty-handed.
That's going to make it 4th down and 20 for the Patriots on their own 25-yard line.
Pooch punt on 4th down, 4th and a mile. Sendoya has this pooch punt mastered. He just punted from his 30 and put the flipped the field and left the Bulldogs starting at their own 17-yard line. That was outstanding special teams work from the Patriots.
Yeah, Sendoya's just got the whole package. It seems like.
Yeah, he can throw, he can run, and as a special teams punter there, he's really got it figured out. That's really tricky for a defense because they don't know what to do. They don't know whether the guy's going to run it, throw it, or kick it. You know, you really have to have defensive players out there who are ready for anything.
Yeah, I'm just happy to finally see that the Bulldogs defense applying that pressure and forcing the kick, and now the Bulldogs are taking over. Fed it back to Blevins. Blevins going to take it almost for a first down, but not good enough. Going to make it 2nd down and 1.
Wide open is Pierce. Oh, wow. That's the 3rd overthrown pass.
Gill not too happy about that.
No, that was 6 all day long right there.
That would have been a beautiful play for Trion, and that would have been the perfect statement to put pressure on the Patriots here on the road. Bulldogs 3rd and 1. Looks like they're going to hand it off to Gill. Or not Gill, Pierce, my bad. Pierce takes it up, gets the first down. First down, Bulldogs at the 33-yard line.
Jennings,
we're going to see
Jennings and Walker coming in for this play, so we may try to test that secondary again here. We'll see what Coach Brown wants to do. Walker split wide left, and looks like Rayleigh's got the handoff. He's pretty quick through the hole there. Nice acceleration. Picks up 8 yards on that play.
Uh-oh. This doesn't look good at all. Rayleigh's down. He's got a little bit of movement.
Yeah, this one doesn't look too good. Got some first responders down there taking a look at Rayleigh. So while they're taking a look at the banged-up Bulldog, we're going to do a quick score update from around the county. The Pepperell Dragons are now up 21-10 over Chattooga midway through the 3rd quarter. Pepperell in their first season at AA ball, undefeated in Region 7 AA, while the Chattooga is sitting in 3rd place in the region. And
Rayleigh picked himself up, walked himself off the field. That's always a good sign.
Absolutely.
Hopefully that won't put him out for the rest of the game. Come back in.
Those Bulldogs are pretty tough down there.
53 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Bulldogs are up 44-27. And I bet we'll see the Bulldogs keep it on the ground here so we can run that clock down.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Brown would love to see this possession take
And
up the
they're
rest.
feeding it to the beast.
There he is. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Logan Blevins and drug down. No gain on the play. Yeah, I think Coach Brown would love to see this possession take up the remainder of the third period, the third quarter here, and result in a score.
Yeah. We're at 3rd and 1. Bulldogs at their own 42nd yard line.
And a 17-point lead here is a nice thing to have. And good
Gill
call.
keeps the ball.
Quarterback keeper by Gill. First down, Bulldogs. Drop back, nice little pass in the flats. Hits Evan Walker for a pickup of about 12. That's going to put the Bulldogs into Patriot territory and be a first down, Bulldogs.
Good call by the Patriots, pushing him out of bounds there, stopping the clock.
Yeah, and high school players don't always have field awareness to know that they're milking the clock here. They're trying to keep that clock running. It's better just to stay in the field or play and get down. They're a lot of times they're just fighting for yardage. Here's J.J. Jennings taking the handoff. The senior's got a big hole to the right. 17-yard gain on the play by Jennings, and he's down to the Patriot 25-yard line.
Bulldogs doing a great job of running the ball tonight. Probably not the same aerial game that we saw in last week's game against Gordon Lee.
Yeah, well, I think Gill with over 200 yards passing in the first half. I think he's definitely got nice numbers there. Here comes a pass right here. Wide open is Walker. That's a touchdown right there.
Pass.
25-yard touchdown pass from Gill to number 14, Evan Walker.
Gill just put the ball in Walker's hands there.
That's going to give the Bulldogs 50 points on the night.
Morales is going to kick the ball for the extra point.
And there's the PAT right through the middle.
It's going to put the Bulldogs at 51. The Patriots at 27 with 1 minute and 32 seconds left in the third quarter.
And with a minute remaining here in the third quarter and a 24-point lead, I would venture to say that there'll be some younger Bulldogs getting some playing time. Of course, I think Coach Brown is going to honor his seniors by giving them as much playing time as they want.
Yeah.
Final game here at Sam McCain Stadium for a lot of these kids. So they're gonna soak up the Friday night lights and enjoy it. They'll obviously now be off to a playoff game next.
And I don't think the seniors could have asked for a better game to end their career on. I mean, this is a fantastic game so far, and each senior that we've seen out here play, I mean, it's just doing a fantastic job, and I don't think they could have asked for a better night.
Great statement. Great statement. A squib kick there, fielded by Connor Norwood at the 42-yard line. So here go the Patriots. Now, with every tick of the clock, the Patriots offense gets more and more desperate. They have got the score down 24 points. Almost the fourth quarter, they have got to score, and they know it. So look for a much higher tempoed offense here.
Yes, and as long as that defensive line adds that pressure, we'll hopefully see some mistakes from the Patriots quarterback, Sindoya. And Sendoya overpasses the ball. Intended for Connor Purcell. Patriots going to have the ball 2nd and 10 with 1:23 left in the third.
Sendoya rolls out to his left. He's looking for a man. Nobody open. He cuts back. J.J. Jennings there to catch him. 8-yard sack. J.J.
And the Bulldogs did a great job.
Clock still ticking.
Oh, wow.
Jennings with another sack. Untouched to the quarterback. 12-yard sack by Jennings, his 4th sack of the night. 7 tackles for a loss. Jennings has been all over the field.
Looks like the Patriots going to call timeout. Nope. 4th quarter. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Your score, Bulldogs 51, Mount Pisgah Patriots 27. We're back here at the start of the 4th quarter. Looks like the Patriots.
They're forced to punt, and they get the ball back out across midfield, so the Bulldogs will be setting up at their own 46-yard line.
Bulldogs will need to keep it on the ground, the ball, and run that clock and just keep that clock on our side. Hand off to Gill, or Pierce. Gain of 5, it looks like. 7, my bad. Gain of 7. It's going to be 2nd and 3. And as we're at the start of the 4th quarter, I bet Coach Brown knows that they'll be on the road in their first playoff game next week, and I doubt he'd want to wish any injuries on his players. So this gets to be a very emotional game for both teams.
And there's the handoff to Pierce.
Going to be 4th and 2 for the Bulldogs. Looks like the coaches are trying to figure out what they want to say or what they want to do here. Looks like they may go for it here, 4th and 2. We got 9 minutes and 55 seconds left to go in the game.
Yeah, every first down here is just one more nail in the Patriot coffin. And my guess is Gill and Blevins are going to keep this one tight between them. Maybe they're just going to try to get the Patriots to jump off. Sending Pierce in motion there. Yeah, they're going to call a timeout on this one.
And the Bulldogs run the clock down. Now we're at 9 minutes and 37 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. This game has turned out to be one heck of a battle between two teams hoping to see their spot in the playoffs next week. Bulldogs may be on the road next week in the playoffs if they win this game. Bulldogs look like they're going to punt this. 4th and 2 to go.
There's the punt by Cole Phillips. Rolls down inside the. No flag on the play. J.J. Jennings shoved pretty blatantly in the back there, but
yeah.
At this point, I think the refs are just kind of content to let this clock wind on down. And
well, the refs have kind of given the players a little bit of leniency. It seems like in this game, there haven't been many yellow flags in the air. That I don't remember.
All right, the desperation for the Patriots' last drive led to a 4th and 35. We're going to see what they got in the quiver this time. Quick pass out to the flats to Woodward. Woodward reversing the field, coming back. Nice block delivered by Sandoya. But in the end, no yardage. 50 yards of running, 0 yards gained.
Well, it looks like he lost a yard, actually. Official's going to call a timeout. I don't know what this is for.
Looks like we got coaches out to the middle of the field here. Possibly cooling some heads again.
Oh, there's another injured player. It looks like a Bulldog maybe over here hiding from us. Right on the Trons.
Christian, see if you can see what number that is.
You guys see who it is? Not quite sure who the injured player is. And I believe after this series, Coach Brown may pull out some of his seniors.
Yeah, that's a good.
And even some of
that's a good point, Christian. At this point, you're still sitting on a 24-point lead, and there's no sense in getting these seniors banged up when you know you got a road playoff game.
Yeah, and just both teams knowing this could be their last game of the season.
Looks like it's number 77, Wade Harris. Number 73, that's McGee.
Yeah, that's Nick McGee.
73, Nick McGee.
He's up walking. Always a good sign. Getting a little love from Coach Gladney down there on the field.
All right. Sendoya back in the shotgun. Got a man in motion. Looks for the handoff, but he fakes it, keeps it, and he bounces back to the right and slides down after about a 4-yard gain.
That keep is going to keep the clock running. We got 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Third down, 6.
The Patriots need to be in a hurry right now. Shouldn't be letting that clock run out.
Well, I tell you what, every third down is a big one now for the Patriots because this deep in their own territory, while they should go for it, they can't really go for it here because it's just basically feeding the Bulldogs another score. So they'll have to punt if they don't get it here. So it's a big third down. Nice play, nice play. Runs a slant route with his big number 9 receiver right across the middle and picks up the first down out to the Patriot 25-yard line.
Tanner Rayleigh with the tackle. Bulldog defense comes out of the locker room at the half, putting that pressure, making it a lot better. And the Bulldogs are doing a much better job of locking up their tackles.
Going to throw that one out of bounds on the sideline. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10.
And it looks like Sonoya is getting a little nervous out here, making a few too many mistakes. I believe that's thanks to the defensive line out there. Patriots 2nd and 10. 8 minutes and 9 seconds left to go in the game. Looks like Sonoya hands it off to David Woodward. Gain of 1.
That's Jennings and
down in 9.
yeah, Jennings and Blevins in on that tackle again. These guys have been on a defensive absolute tirade here the entire game. Jennings has got to be putting up some serious defensive numbers in addition to some huge runs on offense. Sendoya back looking, got a man over the middle, big tall receiver, and he is absolutely destroyed by Evan Walker. Number 8 is down.
Evan Walker just, wow.
Nice shot, shoulder to thigh, very legal hit, and very effective. Good job, number 8 there, holding on to that ball. Connor Purcell for Mount Pisgah held on to it and stayed in the game. Good job. I think these guys realize that they got to put some points on the board. It's going to be a quarterback keeper here by Sendoya. He rolls out when he sees Blevins, but Blevins is all over him.
Yeah.
3-yard sack by Blevins.
Blevins is just having a wonderful game tonight. And I mean, Blevins coming back again next year. It's just going to be even better.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are losing a lot with Jennings and Wells and Pierce. So having guys like Blevins back next year is going to be a nice – and the more pressure from
Hello. Okay, now we're back. I think we're the goal for the and the Bulldogs get another touchdown. That brings the Bulldogs 57-33 here at Trion, Georgia. Morales to kick the extra point. No good. Blocked by the Patriots, it looked like. And we're at 3 minutes and 49 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Bulldogs are up 57-33 here in Trion, Georgia at Sam R. McCain Stadium, Clarence Blevins Field. And it looks like an injured player. Looks like the kicker, Morales. Morales walking off the field.
So with a 57-33 lead here, the Bulldogs are in great position to start rotating in some younger guys, or kind of paying tribute to the seniors that they want to leave out there, guys that want to just get some last minutes of golden heyday memory making here in front of the home crowd of blue.
Yeah.
Let's hope that strategy doesn't backfire with a bad injury.
Yeah. I mean, I understand putting those seniors in would just be great, but I honestly believe that Coach Brown needs to take them out with this game being so emotional, and right at the end, we don't want those to risk an injury. Bulldogs squib the ball again. Bulldogs whip the ball again, and now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Patriots on their 46-yard line. We may be having a few technical difficulties. It looks like you on the other end may not be hearing us. We apologize. It looks like Noya overthrew that ball. Couldn't give it to his
Check.
Alright, and we should be back now. Sorry about that. We're having a few technical difficulties here with our sound. Hopefully you can hear us now. Looks like Bulldogs are going to call a timeout. Coach Brown not too happy down at the sideline. 57-33 here in Trion, Georgia at Sam R. McKinney Stadium and Clarence Blevins Field. We got alumni Joseph Coy here in the booth with us. Do you have any words to say about the game so far?
Nope.
Patriots going to get the ball first and 10 on the Bulldog 41-yard line. Bulldog putting pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback keeps the ball, runs the ball to the right side of the field, and it looks like it's good enough for a first down for the Patriots on the Bulldog 30-yard line. Patriots going to have first down at the 30-yard line with 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go in the game. Passes the ball to Purcell, Quanah Purcell. And it looks like there's a ball looked like it might have come loose. I guess it was down before the ball came loose. Ball spotted at the 16-yard line, first and 10. Looks like the Mount Pisgah Patriots going to try to score here before the end of the game. Colton Duncan with a great sack from the Bulldogs. Sonoya getting way too much pressure, making too many mistakes. Second down and 13 to go for the Patriots. Clock is now at 2 minutes. Sonoya screen passes it. Doesn't look like he's going to get any gain. Tanner Rayleigh with a great stop. No gain. Third down and 15. Bulldogs doing a great job of stopping the ball, allowing the clock to run down. We're now at 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the game. Sonoya out to pass again. Doesn't find an open man. Nope, and passes it. Caught by the Patriots. Looks like enough. He's down at the 7-yard line. We'll make it 4th and 2. I don't think that's good enough for a first down. Yeah, that's going to be 4th and 2 for the Patriots here. We have 1 minute and 22 seconds left to go. But it looks like the Patriots are going to call a timeout. I think they're having a little trouble with the sideline. It does look like the officials are going to give the Patriots a first down here. First down at the 7-yard line, first and goal. Patriots looking to get a touchdown here with 1 minute and 22 seconds left in the game. Sonoya is going to keep the ball with a gain of 2. He's brought down by Jake Wales. That's second down and goal. official talking to Coach Brown, trying to figure out what happened. Again, this is all on Chattooga from Trion, Georgia. We got 47 seconds left in the game where the Bulldogs look like they may be clinching a spot in the playoffs in next week's game. Looks like the game will not end, even though the Bulldogs are winning 57-33. Sonoya hands the ball off. Looks like the Bulldogs defensive line holds for the touchdown, no? That's a touchdown for the Patriots. Patriots still down 39-57 with 45 seconds left in the game. And it looks like the Patriots are going to call a timeout. Maybe too much confusion out there, or they may want to go for it. I tell you what, the Patriots are going to have a long 2-hour ride back home south from here, as the Bulldogs have battled hard for their spot in the playoffs next week.
Yeah, this might be a bit of a gut check here from the defensive coordinator, to get his guys focused and realize that you've got this game won, but there's a playoff game next week, and you better be able to bring your A game.
The numbers for it, yeah. I just want to point out again that this is just wonderful football weather. I'm so happy it finally got cold enough to wear jackets. Wow, and it looks like the Bulldogs blocked that kick. Evan Walker.
One more play from Evan Walker.
Wow.
Big tackles on defense, big touchdown catches.
Senior
a
Evan
blocked
Walker
kick.
has had a fantastic game today. All the seniors here on senior night, I don't think they could have asked for a better way to end their season here, or their career here on the field. The Bulldogs have fought hard, and the seniors have done a fantastic job of staying in the game. Patriots kick it off. Rayleigh in the back, receiving the ball, fumbles it a little bit before he grabs it, slides. And the Bulldog offensive line comes out for one more drive with 40 seconds left to go in the game. Bulldogs still winning 57-39. Bulldogs going to down it and put this game to an end. They may have to knee it one more time. This turned out to be a fantastic game out here on for the seniors last night at Clarence Blevins Field, Sam R. McCain Stadium. Want to give a little shout out to my mom back at home. Love you, Mom. So, I do not believe that the Bulldogs are guaranteed a playoff game at the moment. We have to wait for the power rankings to come out. I believe that another team down south had to lose in order for the Bulldogs to be guaranteed. So, well, they are, my bad, they are guaranteed a game, but it's not guaranteed to be a home game. You will find out more when the power rankings come out in the following week. A great game here at Sam R. McCain Stadium, Clarence Blevins Field here in Trion, Georgia. I'm Christian Thomas signing off.